So I suppose as a result, I've now ended up with 2 or 3 different aspects to my giving, and I've pretty much given up my involvement with early stage companies, apart from a few residual responsibilities, and I'm now finding myself trying to keep 1 day a week for myself and my own hobbies and interests, but find that very difficult and doing about 5 or 6 days a week on the subject of philanthropy. Well, as a result of becoming trustee of the local community foundation, I was asked if I'd join the board of the Community Foundation Network, which is the membership organisation for the 57 community foundations in Britain. And so I joined them, and the continual refrain for community foundations was, why has nobody ever heard of what we do? So I started to help the community foundation to try and raise their profile with a bit of a background in marketing. And as a result was asked if I'd take on the chairmanship of the organisation. And I'd like to think that now the Community Foundation movement is changing from a membership body through into a real movement of people who all believe the same thing and are travelling in the same direction. And as a result, we can start to be a force for philanthropy in Britain, and also a force for greater cohesion in communities, connecting those that have with those that haven't, or what I sometimes describe as connecting the doers and the doers and the donors. And there are a number of different activities which are now in the forefront of my mind, and things that I'm hoping to achieve over the 3-year period in which I agreed to take on the chairmanship of the Community Foundation Network. Probably the first one was raising our profile in terms of policy. We'll come on to press later, that's a whole different issue, but in terms of policy. And so we produced the Manifesto for Community Philanthropists, which was designed to raise the level of thinking and debate about the role of philanthropy in Britain and the extent to which government, without actually taking over the sector and in many ways being a deadening force on giving, can actually create a climate and a culture which supports effective giving and effective philanthropy. And so there are various ideas in that which I think are important, including how we can run mainstream charity bank gifting accounts, the various things that can be done to the taxation system, believe that we should be teaching philanthropy as part of the citizenship agenda in schools, and a number of other aspects that are in that manifesto. And what it's enabled us to do is to get engaged with a lot of people who are starting to think about this issue and recognise that giving, and particularly philanthropy, has a big role to play in Britain.